Hi folks, Scott Johnson here. I'm the pastor at St. Petri in Story City, and I'm a member of the Fall Theological Conference planning team. I want to take a minute to invite you to this year's Fall Theological Conference, October 12th through the 14th, at the Best Western Midway Hotel and Conference Center in Dubuque. The theme this year is Changing World, Transforming Church. Our keynote speaker is Dr. Mary Stroifert, the Director for Justice for Women in the ELCA's presiding bishop's office. Our worship leader is Richard Bruxford Colligan, a full-time psalmist creating imaginative, adventurous music for the ever-evolving church. In addition to worship and keynote sessions, the conference will include time with the bishop and the synod staff, great conversation, great food, an afternoon of free time with lots of optional activities on Monday, and most of all, the chance to support and to be supported by your colleagues in ministry in the Northeastern Iowa Synod.
The question that's been asked of me is, why do pastors go to the Fall Theological Conference? And as one member of our staff loves to say, it's simple, it's required. Well, actually, that might be a little firm, but there's also a more grace-oriented way of going about it, and that is to say that each of us in ministry needs the support and encouragement of one another and the challenge to keep ourselves fresh. The bishops have a Bishops' Academy that is a continuing education event every year, and we learn new things, we support each other, we find places where we can have some fun together, and that's why we have a Fall Theological Conference for our rostered leaders, is so that the learning remains fresh, that there's a chance to encourage and support and challenge one another, and there's a time to have some fun together. So I hope to see you this year and every year at the Fall Theological Conference.
I go to Fall Theological Conference because I think it's really important for pastors to stay connected with the larger church body. And when events like this are offered, I think it's great to get together to learn together, to grow in faith together, and to worship together. And I think it's also great to hear different topics from speakers that relate to our faith and how we can translate that into our congregations. And I also think it's really important to talk to our colleagues and get together in fellowship to find out what they're doing.
We should go to the Theological Conference because it's required. It's very simple.